All right, guys, we're back with a quick Arcade1Up update on the HDMI consoles. What if I told you that we now have support for both SegaCD and GameGear? Yeah, so it is built in. I just missed it. I didn't try it. I tried arcade ROMs and those didn't work. And then someone tipped me off that, hey, SegaCD works. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this micro SD card in and see, can I indeed play GameGear and SegaCD games? So let's go over to the unit. I'm going to press in the micro SD card. It's going to prompt me to select the micro SD card, and then we'll see. Now, what you'll see is there's a SegaCD and Sega GameGear folder here. You'll also see I created an Atari 7800 and a Game Boy Advance. Those are also options, and they do work on this system. So I didn't know about those two either. So let's see. So if we go into Sega CD, you'll see I have a bunch of different Sega CD games, and they should all work. So let's check out Sonic CD really quick. Now, what you'll see is when you go into the folder, so what you'll do is you'll create a separate folder for each Sega CD game, and you'll want to put the bin and queue files inside that folder, but you're going to need to put the BIOS file in each individual folder. Now, you can go on the internet to search for the BIOS folders, but it has to be in that exact naming convention. It's going to be BIOS_CD_U.bin or whatever the region is of the game you're trying to play. All right, let's fire up Sonic CD and see if it works. Oh, yeah. I love Sega CD, by the way. I think I'm one of a few that just adore this console. So let's press start and get it going. All right, Sonic CD. Let's press start, new game, and let's get this show on the road. So this is pretty cool. It's a new development. I didn't realize that they had emulator support for Sega CD on here, but they do. So pretty damn cool. Now, one of the unique things about the Sega CD and why I loved it so much is just that you finally, for the first time in the 16-bit era, got this these amazing CD soundtracks in the games, which was really cool. So it made Sega CD memorable. There's a lot of weird full-motion video games and things like that. You guys all remember those, like Night Trap and stuff like that. But it's just a really fun console and pretty cool that you can relive that experience on a really cheap, $40 machine here. So I'm gonna go back to the main menu so we can check out GameGear really quick, and then we'll wrap this video up. Just a quick video update for you guys. Okay, we're back to the main menu. We're gonna select Sega GameGear, and out of all these games, what one do you think I'll pick? Of course, I'm gonna pick Streets of Rage. Definitely not my favorite version of Streets of Rage, that's for sure. But if you needed to get your Streets of Rage on and you only had a Sega GameGear, this is what you did back in the day, so it's not bad, all things considered, but it's not the best. But I'll take it. It's Streets of Rage. I love it. All right, let's try one more Sega CD game, and then I'll just do a final wrap-up for you. Okay, I think the next Sega CD game I'm gonna have to show is definitely Final Fight CD, and the reason why is because Final Fight CD just had this amazing soundtrack. It was probably my favorite version of Final Fight back in the day. I mean, it definitely reproduced the arcade experience as best as you could, in my opinion, and it made sure that all the characters were present. I can't remember. I think it was the SNES version where they actually took out one of the characters, so it was one of the more complete versions of the game. If you've never had a chance to check out this version of Final Fight, I would highly recommend it. It's just one of those iconic versions of Final Fight of this era. If you didn't have, an arcade cabinet in your house of this game or didn't play it in the arcade, this is one of my favorite ways to experience it. Some people don't actually like the CD soundtrack. I think it's freaking rockin'. So, really cool new development. The fact that you can play these Sega CD games, Master System games, and even Atari 2600 and 7800 on this console is kind of a pretty interesting find. And I gotta thank one of the Facebook guys reached out to me and told me about this, so definitely props to him. But yeah, I'm gonna have a lot more fun with this unit now that you can do stuff like this. So I will do a tutorial at a later date. It's pretty simple. Basically, you put the bin and queue files in their own folder in the name of the actual Sega CD game, And then from there, all you need to do is just make sure that the BIOS file, the appropriate BIOS file, is in every single game folder. Otherwise, it will not play the games. So, you know, if it's a different region's game, you're going to need to make sure that the appropriate BIOS file is there. All right, I'm going to give you some final thoughts, and we'll wrap this thing up. All right, guys, it's final thoughts time. So what do I think about this new development? Being able to run Sega GameGear and SegaCD games along with Atari 2700 games. 2700? 7800 goes to show how much I know about Atari. I did have a 7800 though. I remember playing Food Fight on it, but it's not a system that actually gives me a lot of nostalgia. So anyways, clearly I don't even remember the name of it. But anyways, I digress. So, you know, the console's still the console. It's still a $40 thing. The controller's still not very good, but you can play even more games on it. So if that makes it appealing to you, then that's why I wanted to share this. But bottom line is, I don't know, it was just kind of a shocker to me. It was a surprise. But thanks, Chris, for giving me the heads up. It's pretty cool that it actually works. And I think that's it. You know, you guys decide for yourself. Is it something you want to get now? Does it make a difference? Or do you just not care? Because dude, it is what it is, right? I told you, I gave you my opinion. It's just one of those, like, you know, just one of those things, right? It's like the hanging out at Walgreens and you're like, oh man, or CVS, depending on where you are in the world, or whatever, you know, drugstore you have around. Like, oh hey man, this looks cool. I love Pac-Man. And that person that's buying it, like, literally will not do any of the stuff that we're talking about. So to me, it's like, hey, if you want to pick it up, you got 40 bucks burning a hole in your pocket, and you want to have some fun. You know, don't expect like the most amazing experience ever, but for what it is, I'm kind of, if you really think about it for what it is, I'm actually kind of impressed by it. I can't help it, but I'm a nerd. I like to geek out on stuff. It is what it is. Anyways, that's it for now, guys. Oh wait, hold on. If you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, you know, if you like this, and also turn on notifications so you get informed of other videos like this one. And that's it for now, guys. We will see you on the next one.